I'm from Munford, Tennessee, born and raised.
I'm from Bartlett, Tennessee.
I'm the oldest out of 4 children. I have 2 brothers and a sister, which are all going to be in the wedding.
I'm an only child.
I graduated from Munford High School.
I went to Bolton High School.
I recently graduated from LPN school.
Graduated in '05.
Still a sleep tech, so I still work for Methodist. I met Jeremy at Starbucks.
I was running a route in Millington.
He wasn't our milkman, but he came in with one of our milkmen just to kind of help out one day.
And I went in to deliver at the Starbucks, and my supervisor went in and said, "Hey, this guy's taking numbers out here."
They were kind of playing around and was like, "Oh, we had the boss's son with us, he's taking phone numbers." And I was like, "Okay, I'll give him my phone number."
Like, wow, that girl's cute.
He took my phone number and he gave me his, and I called it right after he left just to make sure he didn't give me a fake number.
We talked for quite a while and ended up dating.
We talked for a couple months, got to know each other. Didn't really date right off the bat, kind of just became good friends and stayed friends for about 2 years, and then after about 2 years, we started dating.
She probably asked me out.
I was sort of already dating somebody, but I'd broken up with him, and when I broke up with him, that's when he started coming around and was kind of, always calling me every day and asking me what I was doing, wanting to hang out, stuff like that.
Don't tell her I said that, gosh.
I didn't really quite get I didn't get that he was trying to date me or anything like that. Started dating Jeremy, and our first date was going to the casinos to see a country concert. Can't really say any one particular date, but the best date we've probably ever been on is when it's just the 2 of us and we just go to like random places. We used to go to random weekend getaway kind of things.
Hanging out and getting to spend time with her, just me and her.
One time we went to a museum in Alabama.
I remember one weekend we went on a road trip to Alabama. We went to the Barber Motorcycle Museum.
Another time we went to Natchez Trace. That was the first time I've ever been out there. We went camping.
Riding down there with her and having fun.
Anytime we just go somewhere just to get away for the weekend is always fun. They're always the best dates. Jeremy said, "I love you" first.
I did.
We were at his house and we were surrounded by people and we were kind of having a party.
I believe we were in the car.
I would always joke around and say elephant shoes, like I would be saying elephant shoes, but I'd just be kind of like moving my lips when I say it.
I remember saying that first.
I was doing that and he just came out, just flat out said, "I love you too." Even though I didn't actually say I love you, so.
It was the first time I'd ever really meant it.
Technically he said it first.
Because I knew she was the one I loved.
I knew he was the one when he treated me so nicely and we got along so well.
There's a time when we kind of quit talking, and then I went to one of our best friend's wedding and she was in it. I was like, wow, that girl, she's really pretty still.
Dating guys before that didn't treat me that well. It was like I knew what I wanted, what I deserved, and he was everything that I wanted and I thought that I deserved. When you've dated other people and you know how you feel with those people, then you know how you feel with him, it's like, it's very different.
Well, she supports me in everything I do.
When I was in nursing school and hardly ever saw him at all, he stood in there and, supported me the whole way. He was, "You're gonna pass, you're gonna do a good job, you're gonna be a nurse."
She supports me in thinking that I'll do good, and even though she may not think it's the greatest idea, but she thinks it'll be successful.
If I'm ever going through a hardship, he's there comforting me, telling me it's gonna be okay, I'm here for you.
Well, I try to support her in her jobs.
I'm always there encouraging him, "You're gonna do a good job," or "You should," if he's asking me what I think that he should do, I try to tell him what I know he really wants to hear me, say, "Well, yeah, you should do this." So I try to encourage, if I know it's something that he wants, then I try to say, "Yeah, you need to do this."
Went and got her a new car because she needed a new one. I got her a new Mustang.
If I'm like walking in the store or something, I see something that reminds me of him, I always buy him something. He don't know I'm doing it, just because I want to show him I love him, so I buy him stuff that reminds me of him. Or if he'll make comments like, "Oh, I need new shirts," or "I need shoes," or whatever, and I kind of keep that in the back of my mind. So if I just want out of the blue, just go in there and buy him stuff and say, here you go. And I like to surprise him with stuff.
It made me feel good that I could do something like that for her.
The proposal happened on February 12th of 2011.
The ring, picked it up from the jeweler. I had it all planned out. I was going to go to Starbucks where we met.
He had been kind of hinting around a little bit weeks prior to his proposal. He was not very slick.
But as soon as I got the ring, I was too excited and couldn't wait. So I ended up proposing to her in my living room.
We met at the same time at his house. I pulled in right behind him. And he got out, and I mean, he had sweatpants on, you know, looking like he just came from the gym.
In my sweatpants.
When I was getting out of my truck, he come up to me and he was like, come on inside, I gotta show you something. And I was kind of like, okay. So we went inside and he sat me down on the couch and he was standing up and he was kind of fiddling in his pockets a little bit. And he was like, well, you know I love you, right? And like just started tearing up and I just knew it was coming. I was like, here we go.
So I was pretty excited.
He pulled out the ring and got down on his knee and he was like, will you marry me? And he started crying and I started laughing. I thought it was funny. And I was like, is this real? Like I just kept saying, is this real? Like, is this really happening to me? Am I really getting asked to marry somebody? So I was really, really excited. And of course I said yes.
She honestly couldn't believe I was proposing to her.
Of course I had to like say, is this real several times. And he was like, are you gonna say yes or not? And I was like, yes, yes, yes.
Well, she said yes, of course, because I wouldn't be here.
I was like jumping around the house, like I'm getting married, you know, all excited. So, I mean, he had originally had planned. He told me that he was going to go to Starbucks where we met and try to propose to me, but I think I like that one much better because it was spontaneous. My favorite characteristic about Jeremy is that he's very hardworking.
Probably her smile and laugh.
His love for cars. I think it's funny.
I always like to see her smile.
He's really, really into cars, motorcycles, anything like that. I think since we've been dating, he's had probably 9 cars. 3 motorcycles.
Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
I cannot stand it when I go to tell him something and it's not, I know it's something that he don't really like to hear or he doesn't want to hear or he already knows what's going to happen, but instead of letting me finish what I was saying, he starts rolling his eyes or, you know, mocking me or just like huffing and puffing about it.
Well, she's always getting on to me about my car habits. I like to trade a lot.
And I'm like, stop doing that. Let me finish what I was saying first.
She tells me I ought to keep that car and not get rid of it. And then she gets mad when I sell it, so. He's
got an addiction, it's crazy. Which is something he told me I was just gonna have to get used to, and I was like, okay. I was like, well, you're lucky I like cars too. Maybe not as much as you do. 5 years from now, I still see us probably living in the same area.
I don't know, I'd like to get a new house in Arlington.
Hopefully with a kid.
Maybe a kid in the future.
Or 2.
She wants 2. I'd probably be good with 1.
He'll probably still be working as the manager at Yoga Mountain. I'll hopefully be a nurse.
Well, happily married.
I see ourselves being really happy. Jeremy, I'm so happy you asked me to be your wife.
I want to tell you that I love you.
I hope I make you happy throughout these years.
I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together.
I thank you for making me the happiest girl in the world.
Start a new life as Mr. and Miss Phillips.
I love you.
I love you, Stephanie. I'm so lucky to have you as my wife.
I'm so happy to be Mrs. Phillips.
Are you ready for this first dance?
Waited my whole life.